You've probably heard countless stories about Keanu Reeves by now. People say he's different, that he's real, that there's something about him that doesn't feel manufactured or performative. In an industry where images are carefully crafted and moments are often staged, Keanu stands out, not because he tries to, but because he doesn't. As a longtime fan, I've read the stories and watched the clips, but part of me still wondered, is this just a reputation? Or is he really like this when no one expects him to be? Recently, I got my answer. What you're about to hear is something I haven't posted online yet. It's a small moment. But once you see it, you'll understand why so many people say Keanu Reeves feels like a real human being. The video you are seeing here hasn't been posted online yet. It was filmed on December 13th, last month. I felt I needed to tell this story in the right way, because the world deserves to know the truth. I find it genuinely touching how Keanu Reeves carries himself in his everyday life. I've been lucky enough to see him in person many times, and over time, it's made me feel like I know him. Not as a celebrity, but almost like an old friend. As you can see here, fans were gathered quietly, security was present, everything felt calm, controlled, and respectful. Then Keanu walked out. Security surrounded him and began clearing a path so he could walk to his car. Nothing unusual. It all looked very routine, exactly how these situations usually go. But then something small happened. Something most people wouldn't even notice, because it all happened in just a few seconds. There was a young man trying to walk through the same area. He probably didn't realize that security had temporarily blocked the path. From his perspective, he was just moving forward like anyone else would on the street. Security stopped him. And in that exact moment, just 2 or 3 seconds, you see the man instinctively raise his hands in the air, almost saying, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know." That's when Keanu noticed, in the middle of the crowd, with security around him, with fans watching. Most celebrities wouldn't even register it. They'd keep walking. But Keanu didn't. He stopped, he turned around, and he apologized. You may not hear the words clearly in the video because fans were shouting loudly, but you don't need to. His body language says everything. He turns back, waves his arms and hands toward the man, clearly signaling that he's sorry for the inconvenience. And the man waves back. That's it. No drama, no cameras he knew about, no performance. Just a simple human reaction. And that's what makes it so powerful, because how often do you see someone at his level stop to acknowledge a stranger and apologize for something that wasn't even their fault? That's not about fame. That's about awareness. And once you notice it, you start seeing the same pattern again and again. You may think he just reacted to what happened, but I'm about to show you another video that reveals how Keanu reacts in an unexpected situation. His movement is so authentic that the video went viral quickly. I guess some of you have already seen that amazing clip. Here's what happened. In that clip, Keanu is walking out of the theater again, and you can tell he doesn't immediately realize how many people are waiting outside. Then he notices, and instead of rushing past or keeping his head down, he does something very simple. He lifts his hat. Not dramatically, not for attention, just enough so he can see the fans better, and so the fans can see him too. That small gesture says a lot. It shows openness, it shows acknowledgement, it shows a willingness to connect without saying a single word. He's not hiding behind fame, he's not creating distance, he's simply being present. Fans loved that moment because it didn't feel staged. There was no exaggerated wave, no loud greeting, no forced interaction. It was quiet, it was natural, it was real. That's why these moments resonate so deeply. There's no pre-planning, no fake enthusiasm, no performance for the camera. Everything feels instinctive, like his actions come from who he is, not who he's supposed to be. And that's what makes Keanu Reeves so different. Not louder, not flashier, just more aware. He seems to understand something many people overlook, that respect doesn't come from status. It comes from how you treat others when you don't have to try. Most celebrities move through the world surrounded by barriers. Security clears the way. People step aside. Everything becomes about control and distance. Keanu moves through the world with consideration. That's why fans don't rush him. That's why they don't push for photos. That's why there's this quiet, unspoken respect wherever he goes. Because he offers respect first, and people feel that. When people say Keanu Reeves is real, this is what they mean. Not perfect. Not trying to be a role model, not making a point, just responding honestly in small, everyday moments. An apology, a wave, a lifted hat. These things don't go viral because they're dramatic. They go viral because they're rare, especially in Hollywood. Not because of grand gestures, not because of carefully crafted moments, but because of how he behaves when no one expects anything from him. And in a world full of noise, that kind of quiet humanity stands out more than anything else. Maybe that's why these moments matter so much to people. Not because Keanu is famous, but because he reacts the way we hope anyone would. Calm, respectful, present. In a world that often feels rushed and disconnected, those qualities feel rare. And when we see them, we recognize them instantly. That's not celebrity behavior. That's just being a decent human being. And somehow, that's what makes Keanu Reeves extraordinary. I've shared many of his authentic moments on my channel, capturing those special superfan experiences. As you can see in my videos, the fans are incredibly passionate. They come from different parts of the world, flying to New York just to see his play and to see him in person. Every night, fans gather outside the theater, waiting patiently for him, just to say hi. I love that energy, that positive, genuine energy that Keanu Reeves brings to people. And moments like these are why I'll keep sharing what I see, because sometimes quiet kindness is the most powerful thing of all. Thank you all, the loving fans. I will see you next time.
I'm no good at making small talk, but do you mind if I sit down? Indiana was a long shot, and I could use another round. I don't mean to be too bold. No, it's not at all like me. But when you're making your way home, would you like some company?